goodness. And we're still going.
And his tag team partner. From St. John, New Brunswick, weighing in at 230 pounds, Durning!
For the first time, the main event will be a dirt match.
Richie's right here. Is that him? They're behind me. Can I try him?
Give him a shot.
Chip and I are so hot we blew the lights out.
Fire alarm's going off in the school.
Is it?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Wrestling has brought a new meaning to the word dark match.
Blue fuse. It should be fun. Here we go.
If everybody has a phone line, direct it to the ring, and we'll get this going anyways. How's that sound?
Sabotage cutting the ring apart, keeping it wide apart. Chambers not being allowed anywhere near Dick Durning. And this match almost eerie with the lighting, because and you know what, it's actually quite fitting to what's going on. And we're starting to get some light back here, at least in my end of the building. And into the turnbuckle. Chambers ducks out of it, and a boot, big boot. And here we got Chambers out onto the floor. And this is where Remy Petit and Wallace come into play, because I mean it's a numbers game at this point. Chambers valiantly trying to fight back. Ref up to 4. And it's been absolutely dominance on the part of Sabotage. How they've been able, but Dick making the save.
And the line of the bathroom was really long. What did I miss?
You missed quite a bit, my friend. The control of this match has gone from Chip and Dick at the first. They were just absolutely decimating. Now, Sabotage, this match is well in hand, showing that they are a well-oiled tag team machine. And
taking a chip out of Chambers.
Oh my goodness. And this is it. And this is it. It's bad enough, or unfortunate enough, that Durning and Chambers are fighting two, I want to say, conniving people like Sabotage. I mean, with a name like Sabotage, there's got to be some sort of cunning involved in your ring strategy.
And I say it's just that, it's strategy. They've done a great job in dividing this ring, from what I can tell. They are clearly dominating.
They've kept Durning separated from Chambers, like, honest to goodness, for at least 50% of this match. And you know what, Durning and Chip had that to their advantage in the first half of this match, but Sabotage has definitely turned it around. Now, I'm not going to say that it's 100% on them. They are great wrestlers, but with a force like Remy Petit and Mr. Wallace on the outside, you know what, it's a numbers game at this point.
Well,
I think numbers definitely play a factor, but that's just nothing but, again, smart strategy. I think it's very, very smart for them.
And you know what? And not to draw off any sort of criticism, but it's something that you're familiar with as well, because you have a manager on the outside or somebody else running interference on the outside. You know, the person may not actually be wrestling the match, but it's a third man in the mix.
It's a set of eyes. You know, we don't do anything other than cheer our guys on, help them with strategy, keep your eye on the prize. And we're an extra set of eyes, but nothing more. We're there to keep the focus.
Well,
I never do anything underhanded, that's for certain.
I reserve my judgment on that one. Chambers fighting back here, but Sabotage, the whip into the and big knee. But Chip, not smart. I think he needs to make that tag.
You know what I don't like here, Graves, is you seem a lot more excited about things like Chambers with his knee and. I think he's still a little more fairly down the middle here.
Well, I'm just saying, no, this is a bit of high octane match. I can't help but get excited.
Well, you didn't seem as excited when Sabotage though was controlling this match.
Well, you know, be that as it may, I like to see a guy like Chambers who is an absolute workhorse. Durning can be the same thing. These are guys who have worked just feverishly and without any sort of rest whatsoever, just trying to get a shot. And at every turn, Wallace and his cronies are playing the numbers game and jipping them out of the spots that they deserve to be in.
I could certainly see why Mr. Wallace decided to come back when he did and try to get you back on the straight and narrow. It's very clear to me that you have a one-sided opinion.
Well, you know what? Be that as it may, crowd getting behind Chip Chambers here, trying to rally him, get him to his feet.
Nothing but sheep.
And tag to Sabotage, but Durning, freshman Durning in, big
Ref catch that tag? Was that a clean tag? I didn't see it.
That was absolutely clean. Just a breaker. Durning cleaning house here, calling him up, telling him in no uncertain terms what he can do. And Durning goes to the bulldog into the turnbuckle, butt ducks it out, and big kick by Durning. Durning goes up, split-legged moonsault. This could be it. 1, 2.
Great work by Sabotage.
Save.
Breaking the count.
Big save. Chip showing a little turnabout being fair play, but I'm not sure if that's wise on his part. I mean, Chip definitely should be taking the time to take a rest. He took quite a beating at the hands of Sabotage for a good length of time.
Something we said for his tenacity. Something else we said for those trunks.
Big and my goodness! Miscommunication! Miscommunication on the part of Durning and Chambers.
There you go. The best thing that
rolls him up
done.
And that's 3. What an unfortunate outcome, but I can't take anything away from Sabotage. That was a brilliant maneuver on their part. Miscommunication between Durning and Chambers cost him the match.
Incredible communication by Sabotage. Fantastic work.
I can't take that away from them. That was a brilliant maneuver. You know, they were aware where they were, where their partner were, pulls them out of the way. Durning gets hit by Chambers' maneuver. Quick roll up, 1, 2, 3 for Sabotage. I gotta give it to them. A good outing, a good first outing for the personal security of Mr. Wallace.
Mr. Wallace and Mary Petit did not interfere in this match.
They did not. I had to hand it to them. There was no shenanigans on their part. They as clean a victory as you could hope from the likes of the New Awakening. And then Sabotage, letting them know. And the Remy Petit back to just rub it in like he won the match.
Well, you know what? His friends, you win together, you die together. He did win the match. I think the fans won the match.
You gotta wonder, is this gonna play into their match in the coming weeks? These two would be taking on each other in a #1 contenders match in Fredericton. And this is just going to add fuel to the fire. Oh, Durning with a slap to chain, and one in kind. And just going after. And you know what? They're not. I don't think they're not going to save that for the 21st. They're taking on each other. And, oh, here comes the ref.
Again.
Is he going to pull them up? Try to pull them apart. Try to get them apart from each other because you know they might want to save that. And then Durning jumping over the ref and a knee to the back of the ref. And Chambers just giving as good as he's getting. Oh, Durning just sick punches right to the face of Chip Chambers.
The ref's trying to separate it, but I don't think enough refs are out here for sure. One is not going to cut it.
Well, the other one was knocked out. He got kicked in the face by Titus. And I certainly am not going to send the female ref out there to stand between Durning and Chambers.
No, that's a fair point.
Dick Durning, none too pleased. Chambers, he head to the back, but Durning, none too pleased with what happened, how that went down.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to Mission Pro Wrestling tonight. Be sure to join us for